Let's bring in CTV royal commentator Afia Hagen. Good morning, Afia. This is kind of exciting, something from the king, a little different. Take us through some of the songs, and do you really think these are what the king is listening to?
I mean, I'd love to think so, right? I'd love to think that the king gets up in the morning and puts on Crazy in Love by Beyonce, followed by Michael Bublé. I'd love to think that that's what gets him out of bed. But yeah, you're right. Something a bit different from the king this time round. For Commonwealth Day, he's released this. It's a radio show, actually, and he talks about each of these songs as he introduces them, how much he loves them, what they mean to him. And you asked what was on the playlist, so I'm going to tell you there's Bob Marley and the Wailers, Could You Be Loved? And that was actually the one that was in the trailer that we saw just before the weekend. Very cleverly done. Kylie Minogue, The Locomotion, an all-time favorite of mine, and I love that the king has that in there. He's got Grace Jones, La Vie en Rose, he has Ray, Love Me Again, and he actually saw Ray performing at an event just before Christmas and remarked on how much he loved her music. Daddy Lumba. Now, I absolutely love Daddy Lumba. Love some high life and some Afrobeats. He's got a classic from Daddy Lumba in there. Jules Holland and Ruby Turner, My Countryman. Dame Karita Kanawa from New Zealand. Michael Bublé, as we saw there as well. And the playlist finishes off with Diana Ross, Upside Down. And I'm telling you, what a way to end a playlist. That is like the last song of the night, right? And I think that's what he gets down to at the end of the night. Diana Ross, and then he's off to bed.
I'm trying to picture King Charles dancing to Diana Ross and Locomotion. It's kind of a funny image. Is the goal here from the palace, to make the king more relatable?
I think the goal here is that, actually, and I think on Commonwealth Day, it's about, his message on Commonwealth Day is about unity, about coming together, and music does that, right? It brings people together, doesn't it? And I think also, this playlist is quite cross-generational. Like I said, you've got Ray in there, you've got Afrobeat star Davido in there, but then you've also got Jules Holland, you've got Dame Karita Kanawa, you've got Beyonce, you've got Diana Ross, Michael Bublé, Bob Marley, Millie Small. There's something for everyone in that playlist. So I think it's about bringing people together. I think it's about showcasing artists from all over the world in that playlist and all over the Commonwealth as well. And I think, yes, it is about doing something a little bit different on Commonwealth Day, as opposed to just his message, as opposed to just his usual speech. Here's a way of connecting to lots of different people through the power of music, and that's what he's done.
Now, the king has also put out a message marking Commonwealth Day. Maybe we can bring it up to show our viewers here. He says at the beginning, in these uncertain times where it's all too easy to believe that our differences are problems instead of a source of strength and an opportunity for learning, the Commonwealth's remarkable collection of nations and peoples come together in the spirit of support and, crucially, friendship. Is that message more important than ever right now, do you think, Afia?
Oh, absolutely. I think where we are and geopolitically, like he said there, the message of support and, crucially, friendship, that message of unity, I think, is fundamentally important. And he is actually in a very difficult position at the moment. He's head of state of Canada at a time where Canada is being told repeatedly by Donald Trump that it's going to be made the 51st state. And of course, that's something that Canadians do not want. But of course, the king is also trying to keep Donald Trump on side because he's head of state of the United Kingdom. And he is seen to have been supporting Ukraine and Volodymyr Zelensky, who was at odds with Donald Trump as well. So the king is playing this sort of diplomatic tightrope, walking this diplomatic tightrope, where he is trying to keep everybody in happy. He is diplomat in chief for the United Kingdom at the moment. And yes, so he is preaching this message of unity and friendship and togetherness at a time where, quite frankly, the world could not be more polarized than it is at the moment.
All right, we will have to leave it there. Afia, thank you for your time as always. Good seeing you. That is